welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Oh, good morning, Ultimate Autographs Universe. Welcome into a little UA in the AM for a little ripping and sipping, a little waking and breaking, a little wakey eggs and achy breaky heart. Hello. Good morning. It is 9:02 a.m. Central Standard Time in Chicagoland, Illinois, in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. I'm your host, Rip Camelucci, along with my co-host and producer extraordinaire, Mike Napolitano. Mikey, baby, how you doing this morning?
We are good. Orders are flying off the shelves. And we actually do have a pre-fill.
We do.
It is the practice squad. So we'll get into that in just a moment here.
Practice squad. I was just looking at that. We got 4 headliners, 8 whole boxes. That's a 50% ratio here in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. What a good time. Floyd the Barber. Gary Marvin, how you doing? Howdy here in the morning. Everybody, if you're in the chat, sound off like a good friend, Floyd the Barber. Wherever you're watching across Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button if you already haven't, so you don't miss a moment of the action. From Mike Webb, good morning, Chicago. From Destin, Florida. Oh, a little panhandle action, if you will. Mike, you familiar with Destin, Florida?
I'm familiar. I haven't been.
Okay.
I know about
beautiful
it. I know
area.
where it is. I know
quite
it's
nice.
beautiful.
In fact, it's right by Niceville. Yeah. There you go. Morning, Craig Crenshaw. Caw in the morning here. Good job. Sounding off. Hot diggity dang. So we got a practice squad pre-filled that we're going to get started with. Let's just find out, do our housekeeping and find out what we're going to be rolling for. We're not rolling 4, but how many times we're going to be randomizing with our dice roll. We need 6 or higher. 6 or higher, that's a 3. We need at least double that. 4, no. 6, yes. 6 works. 6 is the good stuff. 6 is what we're looking for, baby. All right, and now what is going to be our chase wheel spin for today? Shooting it straight. Here we go. We got our jerseys, minis, diamonds, practice squad, vault, all that good stuff. It'd be great if the practice squad gets picked because that's an automatic chase wheel spin right there.
Yeah.
But we also have our college still up there and baseball. Our double play baseball series is up and listed, and I'm sure ready to be picked apart. Like some poor team's bullpen. Let's say the Orioles. They have
Cubs last night and basically the White Sox every night. So, yeah.
All right, minis. Minis is going to be our chase wheel spin, which is great because we have all new minis as well. We are flush in we have 30 out of 30 diamonds, 30 out of 30 minis, and 30 out of 30 baseball boxes all avail this morning. The fields are lush and green with spots to buy. My, oh my. Let's get to rocking. Bing, bang, boom. Cool. Let me go ahead and hop in here. If you are Michael Webb, Omar Ramirez Nieves, Karen Reagan, Gary Marvin, or Josh Underwood, please drop me a box for the practice squad or a wheel request, and we can get that going. Box number 8. Thank you, Mike. Box number 8. From Mike to Mike.
Exactly.
There you go. So let's go ahead and get our names in the randomizer here. Let's figure this out. And we'll get to stepping, as it were. Yeah, let's see. We have our ticker going on here on the bottom. That is correct. There is no 8. Our ticker is accurate. So, Mike, there is no 8. Check out our ticker. We got the practice squad coming along right now. There you go, Craig. Make sure to hop on in later. I'm sure you will. Have a great day at work. But yeah, we need these practice squad numbers. These are the available boxes right here. So go ahead and just hit us with one of those numbers and we can get to cracking. Or a wheel request, as it were. A request for that wheel. And that could be... All right, I see we got that wheel request in just before Mike with the 10. So let's go to the wheel. Out of all 35. There you go. Glad I double checked. 35. Going to the wheel. Which will probably more than likely narrow us down. Unless it gives us that 6. 7. Closest is 6. We're going with box number 6. Thank you, everybody. We got there. And let's... Oh, good, Gary. I know what you meant. All right. Let me get off this. Oh, let me stay on the randomizing page. And it is 6 randomizations for box 6 here in the morning. Well, if this were yesterday, it would be on the 6th. Yeah. We just have number magic going on there.
So now we need box 7 on the 7th. 7 times around.
That's right. 5 and 6. There we go. We got Josh Underwood in that NFC North spot. NFC South. We have Omar Ramirez Nieves. Nope. Man, get this out of here. Shoot. NFC East, Gary Marvin. NFC West, Karen Reagan. As well as the AFC North, Karen Reagan. AFC South and East, Michael Webb. And rounding things out, Karen Reagan. And the AFC West. One box in this practice squad. Single, box number 6. Good luck, everybody. You still got that Ray Lewis for Karen Reagan in the AFC North. The Mike Evans, possibly, in that NFC South for Omar. Bo Jackson on that licensed jersey, potentially to Karen as well. And Jim Kelly, AFC East, maybe Michael Webb. Those are our headliners that are still out there. Not to mention our bonus bangers. But I feel like we might be in some headliner business right now. Oh, baby. What do we got? Oh! Quote the Raven.
Ooh.
Nevermore.
Okay.
The Ray Lewis, Ray on that authentic Ravens alternate. Love this so much. The NFL's leading all-time tackler, Ray Lewis, baby. Ray Lewis, AFC North. Karen Reagan hitting big first thing in the morning, not even 10 minutes into the show. And Karen Reagan, boom, the leading tackler of all time. Beautiful signature there towards the back of the lid. I love these alternate helmets. The purple on that logo, it's so deep, but beautiful. Boy, oh boy, I love the gold trim on here. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, to say nothing short of Ray Lewis, Baltimore legend, legend, Ray Lewis. Let's just dig deep here. 12 times in the Pro Bowl, 7 times All Pro. Won the Super Bowl twice, baby, twice. In like different generations almost, dude. This man spanned generations.
Yeah. Very nice hit. We
Fantastic.
have not to jump off topic, but we have a jersey break coming up next. That is closed out. Yeah, man. We always talk about these. I know it's there. I don't know. Is there an actual name for this new logo? If there is, somebody inform me, because I always just call it the Edgar Allan Poe, because it's a much more menacing Raven logo. And I understand how you were saying that they do have mascots, Edgar, Allan, and Poe.
Yes, they do. So, yeah, let's call this the Poe lid.
Yeah.
The Poe helmet. I love it. Well, Ray, you can stay on the table, my friend.
I think that's better than just new alternate logo, you know?
I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Oh, man. If they ever get like a basketball team, I hope they name it after like the Telltale Heart or something. The Pit and the Pendulum, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Cool. You said we got a jersey coming up next?
We do. That is all ready for you in there.
Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and just move right along then. Brian Scheidel, Orlando Pacheco, Gary Marvin, Gabriel Schoolcraft, Bradley Brainerd, or George Williams, and please drop me a box number or wheel request for the jerseys. Of course, as you see, our box numbers are scrolling down below. So please don't be shy. Hit us with a box number request for the jerseys. Brian, Orlando, Gary, Gabriel, Bradley, or George. So we can getting on here. Those jersey numbers are just about to run across. 1919 from George Williamson. Let me update our ticker, because accuracy is accuracy. What? I don't know. I just made that up. 20. Sweet. Boom. Updated. Fantastic. We are rocking and rolling here on a Wednesday morning like we do, baby. Like we do. All right, 6 times on the randomization for spots for divisions, and 6, there we go. Gary Marvin up in the NFC North, while we have in the NFC South, Bradley Brainerd, as well as the NFC East, Gabriel Schoolcraft. Welcome in, by the way, to Gabriel, Orlando, and Brian. Welcome in. Please let us know how you found us, who you're looking for, who you're trying to hit, who you collect personally, all that good stuff. What teams you root for. Tell us your fan story. Where was I? NFC West, Gabriel Schoolcraft. AFC North, Gary Marvin. That's our king of the North for this break right here. AFC South, Orlando Pacheco. AFC East, George Williamson, our box caller. And AFC West, Brian Scheidel. We got that Jim Kelly, Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Dick Butkus in our photoed headliners for the jerseys. Drew Bledsoe in the unphotoed, and our jerseys. We got 5 of those headliners that I just listed off. 9 boxes left. It's going to be 8 after this. Let's get it, y'all. Let's see what we got going on today. Oh, boy. Well, 2 for 2 on headliners, because it is Buffalo Bills great James Kelly, for the Buffalo Bills on this sweet Buffalo laundry right here. You got the Beckett cert, same as you do on that Ray Lewis lid. Jim Kelly, just absolute 2 Hall of Famers, 2 headliners, 2 legends, two absolute all-time greats for those franchises. Not even 9:15 in the morning. This is how you run a break room right here, baby. And that's not saying me. That's not complimenting myself. I'm complimenting y'all. Y'all just getting right to the nitty-gritty. Jim Kelly, hot diggity dog. That is the AFC East. That is George Williamson. Solo snipe spot magic. Also, box caller magic. Closer magic. George, you had all sorts of good vibes and juju going for you going into this break. Well done. Congratulations, George Williamson, on this beautiful Jim Kelly laundry right here.
Yeah, that is a beautiful one. I really do appreciate that buffalo blue. I love it on their new jerseys. I like it on their old ones. I think just even a little bit more because it's a little bit more of that royal blue in there. So really nice hit there. Jim Kelly, an absolute legend. We do have him as an unphotoed headliner over in the practice squad as well. So if you wanted to pair the jersey with whatever that may be in the practice squad.
Get the Kelly package going on.
You can do that. We also have him in the minis on those mini helmets. You could pair him there as well.
Oh, yeah, Jim Kelly all over
all
this
over
sucker.
our board, yeah.
You're welcome, George. You're welcome. Thank you for playing and congrats on hitting. Jim Kelly, 4-time AFC East champion. It's got a ring to it, right? You know?
Well, doesn't actually have a ring.
You get a ring for that,
but I
they
mean,
give you a ring.
They do
for conference championships.
Oh yeah,
certainly.
true, yeah.
It was only,
but it was back to back to back to back, wasn't it?
It was only quite the
back to back to back to back losses.
Well,
in the Super Bowl.
The AFC Championship ring was the red herring in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know, he's looking for that one with a stone missing, so he just gets punched in the face for a whole sequence of the movie.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. All right, there we go. Jim Kelly. Thank you so much, everybody. Well, welcome in. All right, now that we've knocked out 2 breaks of the day, I mean, where are we at? Mike, are we like close to anything else? Should I even start a top to bottom rundown? Or what's going on?
Let me double check in here. So we have 6 spots to go in that single diamond, 6 spots to go in that single vault, 6 spots to go in that single baseball. So, I don't know if I like that. 6 is our magic number. But at the same time, we have 7 spots to go in those minis.
Are you afraid to get metal there, buddy?
As I said, we have the Jim Kelly in the minis as well, so you could jump on that. But there's also a slew of headliners.
So I should do a top to bottom rundown.
Yeah, I was going to say that's about all we're at. So go for it.
All right. Asked and eventually answered. All right, here we go. Looky. We got new diamonds up, baby. What is up? Lad McConkey on this frosty. It looks like a frosted mug action going on. The 2-tone chrome. Lad McConkey, standout wide receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers. You got that color match visor going on. Absolutely sick. Sweet spot signature on the speed flex. I love it. Not to be outdone wide receiver wise, we got Scary Terry, which he inscribes here on this RIP Speed Flex custom Washington Commanders custom right here. You got that yellow alternate on the back. Up in the front, you got this dark. I'm gonna say that's a dark red. One of them dark reds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably, it's beyond. It looks perhaps brown. It looks perhaps Gannett. Not Gannett. That's red. That's a different kind of red. But I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts. We get that on the table. You'll be able to see that's a deep red. Not to be outdone, we also have more speed flexes. Josh Allen on the speed flex right here. Buffalo Bills, your reigning, defending, undisputed MVP. Aiden Hutchinson on that Honolulu Blue Detroit Tigers alternate right there, speed flex. So excited to be able to actually watch Aiden Hutchinson this season. He got hurt for most of the season last year. Didn't stop the Lions from being real good, but it's going to be even better when he gets on the field. Great signature there, too. You got that A, you got the H, very clear. Beautiful. Let's see. That is it speed flex wise. The Terry, the Hutch, the Lad, and the JA. We also have the Sheriff, Peyton Manning, 5-time MVP, 2-time Super Bowl winner. We already pulled 2-time Super Bowl winner in Ray Lewis. Let's pull another one in Peyton Manning, Omaha. One of the best tight ends to ever see the field, Rob Gronkowski. He's this salute to service helmet, I'm sure, is part of his ploy to get enlisted in USAA auto insurance.
Yeah.
You can only do that if you're a veteran, so I'm sure this is him trying to steal some valor. Micah Parsons on that alternate Cowboys authentic right there. Beautiful with the visor. Micah Parsons saw that. Hutch. Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the league going today on that beautiful, bespoke even, I'll say, satin purple Minnesota lid. Marshall Falk on the salute to service for the Colts, and Lawrence Taylor on the, I'll say it every time we have it there, era-specific Giants lid. We have, again, this is brand new. This is untouched right now, so we have those 14 headliners, including unphotoed. We have Sterling Sharp, Hall of Famer, James Harrison, 102 yard return in a Super Bowl, James Harrison for the Steelers. Jim Kelly again, and Brian Thomas Jr., again, another up-and-coming wide receiver, Pro Bowler last year. So in addition to that, those 14 headliners, all 30 boxes. And as we say, ain't no duds in the diamonds, get on in the diamonds. I know I said that we say that, but I sang it, and that's my fault. You know what? I'm sorry for that. I broke my word. I sang instead of spoke. Unbelievable.
Baseball. Yeah, right.
Take me out to the ball game. I was trying to think of something baseball related, and my brain just farted in my skull. Baseball, again. 30 out of 30 boxes. This is hot and fresh in the room, where if we were Krispy Kreme, we'd be turning that fluorescent light on in the window. These baseball series is fun. I'm real whipped up in a baseball mood right now, personally. I'm going to a game on Monday. I'm looking forward to that. My first game of the season. Good stuff. My Marlins, my Fish, walked off. I don't know if it was a walk off. I didn't see it, but in extra innings, got the dub.
Yeah.
So that's nice against the Dodgers, I believe.
I think you guys got absolutely destroyed by the Dodgers the other day, though.
Well, I know. Yeah. Hey,
So,
that's what's great about baseball is you can get absolutely destroyed one day and then you can eke out a win the next. Man, it's a great, if not quite as perilous sport as I would like.
Yeah, 5-4 win last night in 10 innings. Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't destroyed. It was 7-4 Dodgers the night before. I thought it was worse.
Nah, well, yeah, there were a few big losses
You
they've had
did
recently.
lose to the Athletics, but the
There it
Athletics
is.
have been sneaky good this year, despite
have.
not really having a home.
Honestly, probably helps getting out of that stadium they were playing in.
Honestly, yeah. To be honest, yeah. You got one more game against the Dodgers today. I'm saying you as if you're part of the team. The Marlins
might
have
as well
one
be.
more game today against those 24-12 Dodgers. Your Marlins are 14-21, so a little bit reverse there. 3:40 p.m. Central Standard Time
When is that? What game is that?
today.
That's
Marlins
today's
and
game.
Dodgers. Yeah,
And Dodgers.
yeah.
Two of Major League Baseball's longest running franchises.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Dodgers. Yeah.
Cumulatively, together, when you add them together,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
Two of their most storied
add the
franchises.
years. Yeah. All those championships that the Marlins have. Yes.
Yeah, two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to the Dodgers, who
Right.
can't stack up.
White Sox have how many?
3.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay. Let me
The
just
Cubs
run the
have 3.
numbers there. Okay.
The Dodgers have. I don't even know if the Dodgers have any, man. I don't think
Have
they've
you
ever won a
seen-
World Series.
I love the erasure. Have you seen the Marlins' new City Connect jerseys?
I have not.
They're fine.
They're not better than the
Just-
red Miami ones, right? I feel like there's a lot of teams, including the White Sox, that like hit so hard on the first ones that like all you could do is kind of miss on the second
Well,
ones.
we talked a little bit about that, which I don't think they missed on the second ones. I still do love the Bulls vibe to it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was telling you the same thing that the Heat have with the Vice jerseys when they had those Vice jerseys.
Oh, is that what they're doing with?
Well, no. That's not what the Marlins are doing. Although there is one of my favorite social media accounts. I think Pablo Media or Jake Pablo on Twitter. Last season, he was doing for every Heat win, he would do a redesign inspired by something else in South Florida.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but the Marlins First City Connect looked cool because it felt like it was like coming from an actual like plate, like an artistic vision or something like that. Whereas these are just trying to like mash things up, the new ones.
All right.
But yeah, it's a curse whenever your first like city edition of a jersey is a banger. It's like it's gonna be too hard to follow.
Yeah,
up,
right.
Which is why they just reheated those nachos so many times. The Heat did. Anyway, baseball is loaded. Bats. You want bats? We got bats. Some of the best batters baseball ever been. David Ortiz, Big Papi, Mofongo, Jeff Bagwell, 1/2 of the Killer Bees, or well, 1/3, I guess. Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. There you go. Jerseys, you want well, let's do the helmets first. Again, all-timers, Hall of Famers, legends. You want it, you got it here. What do we got? Carlton Fisk on this silver. Have you seen a White Sox lid like this, Mike?
I have not,
This
actually.
is sweet. That's silver. Chicago White Sox bucket right there. Carlton Fisk.
Pudge.
Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz, St. Louis Cardinal, Hall of Famer and legend, backflipping your way into your heart. Hideki Matsui on this alternate Yankees hard. It looks like a construction hard hat. This one does. You get Godzilla on the Yankees hard hat right there. That is super cool. Jose Ramirez back in the break room here on that Cleveland Guardians alternate. Chase these are all pretty much alts right here. This is awesome. I love these. Chase Utley, or as Jimmy Buffett would say in the song Volcano, Mr. Utley. Again, another Philly legend. And when you're a legend in Philly, man, you never paying for another cheesesteak the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Chase Utley on
I'll take
that
that.
alternate Philly lid. Mike Piazza. There's a guy who was a Marlin for quite literally maybe 48 to 72 hours. Mike Piazza. That was his little layover from LA to New York. Well, here he is on that orange Mets helmet right there. Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer, one of the best behind the plate to ever do it. Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on that throwback Angels helmet. Love that. Vlad Sr., man, he was one of those dudes that would just absolutely mash without wearing batting gloves. And I always just thought, dude,
sicko.
you're a psychopath.
Sicko.
I love it. And then Manny Machado, who, was a beloved favorite of my dear Baltimore Orioles. Manny Machado there on that yellow San Diego Padres helmet right there. And then, again, we got Hall of Famers, we got MVPs, we got hot young up-and-comers, Raleigh Fingers, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm.
Raleigh Fingers.
Raleigh Fingers, dude. We got
Dang.
Raleigh Fingers in the unphotoed. Paul Goldschmidt, MVP, former MVP. Absolutely.
In the unphotoed?
In the unphotoed. Currently mashing with the Yankees. Also with the Yankees,
disrespect.
Jazz Chisholm, a former Marlin as well. Pete Rose. Have you heard of Pete Rose, right?
Yeah.
WWE
Rest in
Hall
peace.
of Famer.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
And friggin' J-Rod. Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, I know.
Wow. The
I know.
disrespect to a lot of those guys in that secondary. I mean, I know we can't put everything in the photoed, but like, wow.
I didn't even go over the jerseys. Bob Gibson. Nolan Ryan.
Okay, well, yeah. I could see why Goldschmidt got pushed because, I mean,
Yeah.
got all this heat.
Another former MVP, Ronnie Acuna Jr.
I
And
think he's pretty good.
the
Isn't he a part of the 45 club?
maybe. Yeah,
just
not bad.
kinda
Not too
maybe.
shabby.
Yeah.
Speaking of like historically good all
Sole
time,
resident.
Miguel Cabrera on the Tigers
Oh,
cloth
yeah,
right
that
there.
Triple Crown winner guy. Yeah,
isn't
the
that
last
when you,
one to do it.
Are the best in all the hitting categories?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, cool,
Average
cool, cool, cool,
RBIs
cool, cool, cool.
and what's the other one? It's not
Home runs.
slugging. Is it home runs? Yeah, it's home runs. I was gonna say home runs, and I was like, wait, I'm second guessing myself.
Dingers.
Dingers. I will say Mike Piazza too back in there. One of the
Yeah.
nicest guys. I met him at the Italian American Hall of Fame induction ceremony back in 2016.
Come on, man.
Or 2015. 2015.
We gotta grease it down a little bit. We get a little too Italian sometimes here in these mornings or whatever.
Good dude. But he
and
wasn't
you're just out here saying, "Yeah, I'm at Mike Piazza at the Italian American Hall of Fame." Where is that? Where does that even take place?
It's here in Chicago. The
Seriously?
Italian American Hall of Fame is here in Chicago, but then they were also having like the banquet for the induction ceremony elsewhere. You know who was there that night? Mike Eruzione.
Well, I know you've been to this because you've told that story maybe one or two times.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm getting repetitive here. I'm getting old and senile.
You're getting like my Uncle Gino, where you'll listen to the same story a couple times in a row.
When I look up Alzheimer's,
they're not bad stories, but
when I look up Alzheimer's on the internet, all the links are purple. So, that means you've clicked on it already.
Yes,
For those that didn't know. Anyways, Mike Madonna was there, Mike Eruzione, Mike Piazza. But Tommy Lasorda was the most Italian out of all of them. I didn't know he was going to be there because he wasn't getting inducted. He just happened to be there.
He just shows he'll show up to any Italian function.
And I didn't have
you don't
anything.
even have to invite him.
I didn't have anything for him to sign. And of course, this is back when I'm still like a fan and I'm getting things signed and stuff like that. And so I went up to him and I brought the menu from that night's.
Yep.
And he writes on the menu, to Mike, a good Italian.
Dude,
I was like, oh, I'm so Italian right now.
my grandpa somehow knew Tommy Lasorda because my grandpa somehow
Really?
knew everybody.
That's awesome.
He was one of those kind of guys. He was a restaurateur in South Florida.
What do you want?
And I have a Lasorda autograph from a Boys and Girls Club function that he was.
You did? Yeah, we did talk about this because I do remember you saying
I gotta take a picture of that and bring it in because he like wrote a lot on there. Something about me being like a future baseball player or whatever. But my question to you, Mike, is if we get good enough at this, do you think we can make it into the Italian American Hall of Fame?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, something to shoot
Best
for.
Italian American breakers that there are. Sorry, Dom. It's these two right here. We're getting Dom may have the tenure, but we bring the life in the morning.
We're doubled up, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Dom's only bringing the life in the morning when he's filling in for me. So
I feel like I'm sort of covering the north of the country. You might have the south
I
a
got
little
the south.
Yeah, there
Maybe
you go.
Dom can get the middle.
There
Maybe
you
we
go.
can all go in
Yeah.
as like 3-person.
We each
plaque.
represent, the green, the white, and the red.
We each get our own statue though. Yeah, one's red, one's green, one's white. Yeah.
Next, she's a whiz. We're a couple of ding dongs over here. Let's go to the college. Let's check out this Jonathan Taylor, not Thomas. Absolutely standout speed flex right here. Rip speed flex, pro college, Wisconsin Badgers, Indianapolis Colts, Midwest Madness. Beautiful color match ink right there with the color match visor. Gorgeous right here in the college. And I believe we still have those NIL tickets out there as well. So gift cards still in play in the NIL college. Also still in play, the CeeDee Lamb on the Oklahoma Boomer Sooners lid. There's that JT yet again. Steve Smith Sr. on this matte red Utah Utes. Looks like that logo's got a little something special going on there as well. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. And then in the unphotoed, Heisman Trophy winner Tim Brown, Shady McCoy, Heinz Beans Ward, and Warren Peace Report Moon. That is in the college. A lot of great stuff still in the college. 7 headliners, as I listed off, 10 boxes left total. 10 boxes left total. So go on getting that. Our vault, 3 headliners left. No, sorry. Pardon. No. I correct my correction. I was right the first time. 3 headliners left. Never doubt yourself. 3 headliners left, but also 2 vault keys left, a 300 and a 100. So that's, what do you got there? That's 5 boxes with a little good something in them. That mixed with 9 boxes total. I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me. In that vault, said headliners, Puka Nacua. Again, we have so many great wide receivers that are going to just absolutely blow up more than they already have been in their first 1 to 2 years in the league. Puka Nacua on the Rave Rep. Absolutely gorgeous. Lawrence Taylor on the camo down here, the camo full size, authentic for the Giants, as well as the Phil Simms, New York Giants great, Phil Simms in the unphotoed. Next, on to the practice squad, which we already broke one of today, which was great. We hit this Ray Lewis right up here. So Ray Lewis off the board, but we still have, look on down here, we still have that Mike Evans on the Flash, full-size authentic. Love those whenever those come out. They are indeed flashy with that, you got that burnt orange background there. And this licensed Bo Jackson two-tone home and away jersey. I'm fascinated to see the licensing on this very special, still custom, but licensed jersey. Gabriel Schoolcraft, I was in a jersey break and only seen one pick. Is that all you do is one pick? So, Gabriel, that was our jersey single. We only have jersey singles. And so, yeah, for our singles, we pick just one box. And that's how it is in the double. You'll see here that we're on this right here for the vault. This particular link is for the double box break. So it's twice the price as our regular practice squad, which that single is $49. But in the double, that's where we would open more than one box, we open two. And in the quad, naturally, we open 4 boxes. So yeah, that is the case. Do believe it should, yeah, there you go. 1 in 8 chance to win. And those spots are, by the divisions, as are most of our football breaks. So there you are, Gabriel. But thank you very much for hopping in and playing. There was a good hit in there. That was the Jim Kelly right there. Let us know, man, how you found us and who it is you're trying to get, who you're trying to hit. What teams you collect, what players you collect, all that good stuff. Love to learn more about you and see where we can try and win you that good. Let's see. We did the practice squad. There's more baseball. Well, there's the jersey. Let's just go into the jersey right now. Still alive is the Dick Butkus. The Warren, let's see. What order are these in? These aren't in the order I like. The Dick Butkus, the Warren Moon. Could be a full moon out this morning. The Randall Cunningham on that really sweet Black Eagles jersey. I love that alternate right there. And then in the unphoto, Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe, man. He was one of those dudes in the league for a while, man. Before he went down, he was the Patriots guy. If Brady ain't Brady, Bledsoe probably gets that job back.
Yeah.
And then our minis, fresh, untouched. These minis are unsullied right here. So we have everybody. We got LT on, again, the era specific Giants mini, Champ Bailey on the Salute to Service 3.0 on the Broncos, Troy Polamalu on the classic Steelers, Devontae Smith on your current Eagles, AJ Brown on the Lunar, Jim Kelly again here on the Buffalo Slate. Robert Mathis on the Colts Flash. Eric Dickerson, excuse me, on that Rams right there. Warren Moon on that highlighter green there for the Seahawks. And Ray Lewis on the Ravens. Let's look at some double up opportunities we have here. We have obviously NFC East. Super loaded with double up opportunities between the LT and these AJ Browns. Oh yeah, also our unphotos. Frank Gore, Aaron Jones, Patrick Willis. Yeah, what else? I mean, Eric Dickerson, Patrick Willis, and Warren Moon are all double up combinations. Jim Kelly, Troy Polamalu, double up Troy Polamalu and Ray Lewis, two standout wide or defensive players. There's a double up right there. Possibly some good stuff. Good stuff available here in the break room. I'm going to go ahead and drop this break room link in the chat. Let's see. Let's go searching out. Let's go back to the diamonds, right? Yeah, because baseball, those are divided up by teams, not necessarily divisions. So I'm not going to wade through the double up opportunities on that. I'll let those reveal themselves to us in real time. But let's check out the diamonds and what double up. Did we go over the double up opportunities? I'm not sure. You got here, I mean, you get that JA and that Gronk right off the bat. Bing, bang, bop. Aiden Hutchinson and Justin Jefferson, double up right there. Get it over with. LT, Parsons, McLaurin, you could triple up right there. Manning and Falk, that's a strong combination if I'd ever say so. You could double up right there as well. It's not a Lunar. That AJ Brown must be an alternate. All Lunars have a black face mask. Oh, thank you very much, Bobby Boulay, aka Jersey Slime. Always learning something. I took a swing. I saw that white mat background and I said, let's take a swing. But I did have that doubt. So I'm learning. Yeah, it's got to be an alternate of some sort. That's like a blacked out wing right there. That's pretty cool. Unless it reminds you of like a bird getting stuck on an oil spill. In which case, who's got the dawn? Cool. So there we go. That's our top to bottom, our T to B, run D, MC. So yeah, there it is. Friends, fans, sports fans. Let us know. Let us know what you want to see, what you want to chase. Let's get a game plan going, you know? Let's go ahead, get active in the chat, see what everyone else wants to go after. And that's, I mean, you know what they say about dreams working, right, Mike?
They only work if you put the effort in.
I kind of yoded this.
Yeah. I was like, wait.
Your dreams will only work
if you do.
If your team works.
Oh, if your team works.
Your
Yeah.
dream work makes the team work.
Yeah.
I thought you play sports.
I do.
Come on, these are basic sports tropes.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of yoded it for you a
I know
little
the
bit.
other one that's like dreams only work if you do, or like
Never heard that before in my life.
I don't know. It's not as common of one. It's
A
like,
dream.
but it's true.
A dream is an intangible thought.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they can't work.
Right.
Thinking about going to Knicks Celtics game 3 on Saturday afternoon. What is the price of the cheapest ticket available? I'm throwing up just thinking about it, Bobby. Oh,
Let me find out here for you, pal. Let's see. We'll go on a couple different ones.
What kind of
different
APR
sites.
can you get on that ticket?
Let's see. Let's look up Knicks.
I'm gonna say to get in the door
For Sunday, no, Saturday for Saturday afternoon.
for a Saturday second round. Mike's face. Cheapest ticket $6,000.
No, not that.
Not
great.
that
No,
bad?
no,
Okay.
No. Okay, but also let's make sure.
This is the cheap. Okay,
So I'm on
$2,500.
Ticketmaster right now.
Okay.
Cheapest ticket, $600
Okay.
for two seats. Let's see, for just one seat,
That's
still $600.
Obviously, a lot better than I was
Let's
expecting.
see what Game Time has, because I don't know. Game Time, they usually tout that they're the cheapest, but
Right.
I've
Well, they
seen,
tout that they're the cheapest right before the game starts.
Right.
Which is typically the case.
Actually, all in. Well, wait, all in pricing. Hold on, that's where
that's
they
how
get
they
you.
get ya.
See, yeah, not the cheapest. $653 is the cheapest price.
See?
For
My
2
girl
tickets.
Lena Khan was trying to get all that stuff, all them hidden fees and everything, was trying to get that fixed.
$631 for one seat, for just the one seat, cheapest, but still not cheaper than Ticketmaster. I've been going through
Well,
Ticketmaster.
is Ticketmaster all in?
Ticketmaster was all in. I've been going for Ticketmaster these days for stuff.
Oh,
just
it does
because-
include the fees. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, better after all
I
the heat they've been, under.
Yeah.
as rightfully so.
Right. So I've been going through them just because they have the Klarna option, so you can pay in 4 installments without any interest, and that's kind of nice because then you can go to more stuff and like not
Yeah.
have as big of a dent.
Then you can use
And
that to
then,
pay your groceries as well, which a lot more Americans are doing these days.
yeah, eggs are pretty.
Yeah,
pretty up
it's
there.
a sad state of affairs.
And then, also, I mean, I know Game Time has some of those options as well with whatever those services are. But like,
That's how I
if
used
it's gonna
to.
be cheaper. On
That's what I
Ticketmaster.
used to do, man. I used to work downtown, and if there was ever any like concert or games or anything, I would just like before I got out of work, just pull up, any of the what are the other well, we're not getting paid by any of these, but whatever. StubHub.
Yeah.
I always thought Vivid Seats was a funny name
I've
for a
gone
company
through them
because
for a couple times.
I
find their
whenever I
pricing,
think
though.
Vivid, I automatically think of a very different company.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I have a friend that swears by TickPick, but like I've looked at TickPick and like I guess it depends on the sport that you're going for, but like definitely for baseball, for White Sox games, like there was a time where I could find tickets on or on Ticketmaster for like $2, like we were talking about yesterday, and TickPick had it for $2, but then like $20 worth of fees, and it's like I know part of that is the city of Chicago, but also
I'm dubious about TickPick on their commercials alone. The commercials seem a little like too low budget,
too cheap. Yeah, that's the Temu of ticket buying.
Yeah, well, all right,
maybe I don't know. Vivid Seats over StubHub. Yeah. I don't really like StubHub. StubHub seems not to be very mainstream, but very Android to me. You know?
I could see that.
It's
yeah,
like, I don't like your display, and
it's chuggy, as the Zoomers would say.
It just doesn't seem uniform. And then when I buy tickets and you send it to me with a Ticketmaster link, anyways, it's like, should I have just gone through Ticketmaster then? So also, I don't always find them as the cheapest either.
Yeah.
So
shop around when you're looking for tickets to anything. Shop around. That's the key.
And check your bank account first, because gotta make sure you can afford those Knicks tickets. SeatGeek or Rate My Seats. I've never used Rate My Seats.
Never heard of
SeatGeek
Rate
actually
My-
has a
SeatGeek.
stadium here.
That's the other one I was thinking of. SeatGeek.
They took over Toyota Park. I do like SeatGeek. I don't have anything against SeatGeek, but I don't really use them as much.
Went and saw, using that same method, I went and saw back when it was his his second most recent farewell tour, but he's going back on tour again.
Farewell.
Got
man.
some last minute tickets to Paul Simon a few years back.
Farewell.
Because I am apparently a 65-year-old man.
Hey, to each their own.
You know, it was a great concert though. Nosebleeds, went by myself. Had a great time. United Center had a wonderful sausage beef combo.
You know,
No. I had a meatball sub that night. It was great.
For a man who's married, we've had so many conversations of you doing things solo.
Oh, this is pre Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, this is well before Charlie.
Okay, got you.
But again, like,
I went to go see Sir Paul McCartney with my dad.
ooh,
I was 27.
was it like out in Ravinia?
That was out at Tinley Park.
Tinley Park,
Which
that's
at
what
the
it was.
time it was named something different. That name is gone.
One of my dear friends, Johnny, he's seen McCartney twice now. Once, probably that show.
same show, yeah.
Loved him. And then just recently, I think last year, they went and saw him in Paris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, he's got me beat.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay.
I can imagine that show was
Oh, boy,
unreal.
someone was walking down the Rue to go see Paul McCartney there.
Just casually.
Yeah, right. I mean, the tickets to get over there were apparently like cheaper than to go see him like in the States.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they were just like, and he's a big Francophile anyway. Dude speaks French, so he was like, yeah. They were like, any excuse to go to old Paris.
Oui.
You think they would let me in there saying things like Rue and Paris? Where's that ratatouille?
No, I guess no in French is just no, right? So
That is correct. I know. I want an omelet
Instead of
du
oui, oui.
fromage. Saw McCartney at MetLife. If you've never seen him, you gotta go to the Boss Live, dude.
Oh, that's one I would be. That would be on my list.
I saw.
For sure.
Here's a fun story. I saw Springsteen live with the reunification of the E Street Band in 1999. I was but in middle school. Saw him at where the Panthers play. Out at, what do they call it now?
Is it still BB&T?
It's not that anymore. It used to be at the time. It was the National Car Rental Center. Yeah, fantastic.
Amarant Bank.
Off Amarant Bank, whatever.
Amarant Bank, yeah.
We had crap seats all the way up in the back, and this is like one of my first like adult concerts. You know, my parents took me to Buffett concerts and stuff like that before.
Yeah.
But so it was me, my mom, and our neighbor Tracy, and it's a concert. And what do adults do at concert? They may
Partake?
partake.
Okay.
Partake a little
Yeah.
bit. So adults around us start doing that, and to shield my precious virgin little lungs, my mother and our neighbor start lighting up lung darts, start smoking cigarettes.
Oh, right, because that's better. Yeah.
Because that's better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that was my first. That was my first Boss concert. And I wanted to go when he played Wrigley last year so bad, but it just didn't
yeah, I
work
didn't
out.
even
But
see that.
man, that dude, that's a dude that puts on a show. You know, like He'll be the first one to tell you, yeah, my tickets are getting absolutely out of control and astronomical. And he was one of those guys that's like, oh, yeah, I don't ever want my tickets to be absorbent. But damn if you don't get your money's worth. Last summer, Bruce and Patty were in line behind a Jersey Freehold, New Jersey, buying ice cream. People here at the shore, leave them alone. I mean, that's like the agreement, you know?
Yeah,
like,
right, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it here. Let's just keep it real, you know?
I'd probably just say hello, but I wouldn't bother the guy.
I would just like walk by and just go, thanks, boss.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite lines from my favorite movie, High Fidelity. There's a dream sequence where John Cusack's laying in bed and he's just trying to figure it all out, you know, figure out the relationships and stuff like that. And he comes to the epiphany, like, you know, to reach out to his all-time top 5 ex-girlfriends and just give them one last good luck and goodbye. And Springsteen appears like in the room, just like playing guitar in the background. And he's like, yeah, you know, you'll like it. They might like it, but you'll appreciate it. And then at the end, he just goes, thanks, boss. And then just does this. And it's like, clang, right as he does. Oh, it's so good. That's right. That's probably where I first was introduced to Jack Black, where I may indeed get some of my energy from.
I could see that.
You can see that?
I can see that.
I mean, if you want to go way back with Jack Black, like 4 flats on a Cadillac, we could talk Biodome. We could talk Waterworld. We could talk The Jackal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God, I love High Fidelity, though. Such a great cast. You know, I was almost named Bruce. My mom was such a big Springsteen fan that if it weren't for my dad being the third and that, you know, kind of generational pressure laying down upon them, I'd be Bruce Camelucci right now.
No brother named Bruce?
Nope. No, I'm an only child.
That's right. Yeah, you're an only child like me.
Solo boy. Still love School of Rock.
That means you're the boss then. So
I am the boss.
Even though you're not Bruce.
Yeah.
You're an only child. So
I
you're
am
the
boss. School of Rock is still great. School of Rock, written, or at least co-written by Mike White, who does White Lotus now. So like that, talk about a pedigree throughout and out in that movie. Directed by Richard Linklater. That dude's still rocking. I think they're doing like a sequel, I heard, to School of Rock. But one of the cool things, those kids will still get together and play.
That's awesome.
Which is so
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for that before they released the trailer for it, like at a mall doing like one of those mall surveys where they like bring you in a room.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey, we want to get your opinion. And I saw that. I'm just like, whoa, this is a movie that's coming out and I'll be able to see it. It's like had to be the most positive survey they've ever had.
This guy's a little too excited about this.
Yeah, all right, calm down. Hey, can we make this movie
We're cutting the movie. It's not happening now.
Sorry, Sarah Silverman.
Pull the plug.
Oh, man. What do we got? What do we got going on? Oh, my God. We've just been rambling and bantering on here almost for the full hour. We got started with some great early breaks, hitting 2 for 2 on headliners. So if you want that, if you're wondering if we're heated up for headliners, now's the perfect time to start buying out some breaks. Because look at this. We got this Ray Lewis right here. Hit our first hit of the day. And there's just so much more to be had. The possibilities are endless.
Jersey Slime saying you're wearing your Revis Island shirt. I like it. I like it. That's true.
That's right, man.
You got little cars on there.
Yeah, we got some Studebakers, maybe. I don't know what kind of make and model that would be. You got some.
That's about right.
Yeah.
What's on the shirt? What do you have on the shirt?
Oh, the Waffle House All-Star Special.
Okay, so I saw a dude wearing a very similar shirt at the gym yesterday.
Okay.
But it didn't
Odd
say.
place to wear.
It did, but like, yeah, it didn't have the All-Star Special on it. It just had like 2 different like breakfast plates. But like oddly enough, like one was like right up here on his chest, and the other one was like down by his waist. And I was like, "What are you taking up the whole breakfast table?" And I think there was a cup of coffee up here. I was
Interesting.
Like, but there was no words on it. So I like this one more, of course. Obviously, it makes more sense. It's more consolidated.
Yeah, and it's more or less how it looks like on the menu.
Right.
Same font and everything.
It's where it's supposed to be on the table.
Waffle House holds a very special place in my heart. Spent many a night post show, post downtown outing in college at Waffle House. Do miss a good Waffle House.
Is that's a Waffle House specific T-shirt, the All-Star Special?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
No IHOP.
My friend, we need to get you down to Indiana or Ohio.
I've been to a Waffle House.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Not the biggest fan. All right, see you, Jersey Slime.
Take it easy, Bobby.
Don't work too hard in that yard.
Hydrate.
Yeah, hydrate. I will say the one waffle that I had was kind of like shoe leather. Not gonna lie. Like the waffles are.
What time of day were you there?
You're right. I was there at normal breakfast hours.
Ooh,
I wasn't
first
there.
mistake.
Yeah, I wasn't there like at 3 a.m.
If Rip also like the Jonas Brothers singing Waffle House. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. There's you saunter over to that Waffle House jukebox and you'll find a whole myriad number of Waffle House original songs.
Yeah.
So just saying, such as the Waffle House doo-wop. Yeah, if there isn't like the eminent feeling in the air that like there might be a fight at any moment,
You're not in the right.
the food's not going to be good.
Yeah.
The bit of the fear is kind of what helps.
Yeah,
the
that's
food
true.
tastes better. Also, like, did you just get a waffle? Was that it? What else did you get? Did
forgot
you get
what
some
I
hash
got.
browns?
Maybe I got some hash. I might have got. I probably got some hash.
All right. Well,
browns
see, here's the
with it.
thing. It's not just about the hash browns. It's about how you order the hash browns. You know, it's about what you get in the hash browns.
Yeah.
We're talking smothered, covered, chunked, diced. What are we talking here? You know.
Yeah.
So. 42 types of grits, says Jersey Slime. Get out of here.
I have
Go
one
rake the yard.
one friend in the haunt industry. He's actually pretty well known. His name is Slider Jesus. So that's his character, anyways. And he swears by Waffle House. So he's
Yeah,
always posting
smart
when
man.
he's there. He travels all over the place to do haunt acting. So maybe I'll do like an on the road segment with him if I could travel with him this next season and see what it's all about.
There's a
See what the hype is like.
There's a stand-up comedian that I started out with in Gainesville named Chris Cope, who he travels and stuff like that. He's still performing today. He had a kind of like an official Waffle House sponsorship for a little bit.
That's kind of elite. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like,
Yeah. That was some gold stuff right there. It's like, dang, I ain't we were talking about dreams earlier, and sometimes you just don't even know dreams exist.
Right, yeah.
Until they happen.
You never know you
Until they
needed
happen
that
to someone
until
else.
it came across your slate, right?
Well, as much as I would love a Waffle House breakfast, not right now, but preferably like 1:30 in the morning. What I would love to see right now is some delicious memorabilia.
Yes.
What would you like to see that's on the board right now here, Mike? What
Ooh.
Yeah, you can give me a few. Feel free to smuggle in some things, but yeah, I kind of want to get your
Well,
perspective here.
We don't see a whole lot of this man in the break room, and I love it on that flash. It's got to be the Lad McConkey for me.
Oh, okay.
Chargers, Tanya, where you at?
I feel like we've been seeing some Lad McConkey on some Bulldogs lately in
maybe,
college.
maybe some
but
college stuff, but this new Diamond series, I am all for. Also, the Terry McLaurin ripped Speed Flex. That thing is really nice, but I'll go just with my first answer with the Lad McConkey. I really like that like light blue on there that has the reflection,
Right.
along with the whole rest of the mask, and I love the way the yellow pops apart from it. You know,
I like to say it's got kind of like a frosted mug.
yeah,
kinda look to
yeah,
it.
yeah, it does. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
And then
What about you? What's yours? What are you waiting to see here?
man, I asked the questions here, not you. I do really like this the Honolulu Blue Hutch Speed Flex. I think that's gorgeous. I think his signature like really pops where he signed on the helmet as well. Plus, also just again that color, that Honolulu blue is
Oh yeah,
it makes me want to go buy an old gas guzzling Buick, you know,
yeah, oh yeah.
or a Chevy or something. Yeah, that Aiden Hutchinson. Geez, on the baseball, kind of want to see that Big Poppy helmet.
Well, if we're going
Or not
baseball,
helmet, bat.
I gotta go with my boy, White Sox catcher Pudge. I know there's another Pudge.
I was
don't
gonna
get me
say,
wrong, but we call him Pudge too. Carlton Fisk on that. I mean, it's like an alternate helmet.
These
The
are
silver
they're
is so
all
nice.
alternates, and that is
even that Yankees.
dope.
Which one is it? Mickey Mantle.
Yeah. Or
That's
no. It's a Mickey Mantle. Please, are you kidding me? We had a Mickey Mantle, and what is this? A double for $104? I don't think so.
Who is that on there?
Hideki Matsui.
That's who I thought it
Yeah.
was, but I could have sworn he was not on it. Never mind. Yeah, I'm losing it over here. Yeah, no, I would like to see that just for the coloration of it because the white on the Yankees is a really nice change of pace. Or the Piazza, like I said, he's my dude.
We got Matsui.
The orange. We do.
You know what movie that's from?
No.
Okay.
Is that a baseball movie?
No.
Am I missing it? Oh,
No,
okay,
it's a
okay.
Judd Apatow movie.
Oh, okay.
We got Matsui. I'll give you some time.
Okay. Judd Apatow.
I'll give the chat some time too.
If Jersey Slime was still in here, he'd know.
But he's doing yard work. Some great stuff here, man. Again, no, not my cheats. Not my cheats.
Is it Anchorman?
Nope.
It's not Step Brothers.
Nope.
I was gonna say I would know if it was Step Brothers.
Also, that's
he was
both
in-
of those are Adam McKay movies.
He was in Talladega Nights.
Also, an Adam McKay movie. Paul Rudd produced, I believe, all those.
Okay.
Or not Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's the one who says it. Spoiler.
Gotcha.
Judd Apatow produced all those.
Dang, I didn't realize he was in so many. Involved in so many of these.
Yeah, Apatow, he dude works. Dude works.
We got Matsui. That wasn't super bad, was it?
Nope.
I'm gonna end up going through his entire rogues gallery here.
He'll get there eventually.
I know it's not Zohan.
To narrow it down, I'll tell you it's a movie he directed.
Okay. Does this?
Because right there, those are all just projects he's worked on.
Yeah. Let me go to his actual IMDb.
While you're doing that, not to
Yeah.
distract you, but man, what is it? 4 or 5 of the road teams, all 5 of the road teams in the NBA playoffs so far have won all their round 2 games.
And it's all
NBA playoffs looking like NHL playoffs. NHL playoffs are just on full on crack. Like this playoff season's fantastic. I love it.
Right? I mean, and thus it's the lower seeds that have all won game one.
Yeah.
Everybody's just messing around with game one.
We as sports fans right now are eating.
Yeah, no kidding.
Despite, you know, as you know, as always said on the channel, a very common refrain, pun intended, is we are primarily a football break room. And it's quite the football offseason now, you know? The draft is behind us, you know, full camps haven't started yet. And it's with this moment I'd like to talk about opportunity, Mike. Because as you may have noticed, as you in the chat may have noticed, all 6 of you right now, it's a little bit of an off season, as it were. But all that does, the lack of people in here, all that does is provide you with more opportunity to hit these Lad McConkeys, these Puka Nakuas, you know, hit your Aiden Hutchinson, hit these guys, the Terry McLaurin, before the season starts, before they start popping off, Justin Jefferson, before their talents are before all of us every Sunday or Thursday or Monday or Friday later in the season or Saturday later in the season. Boy, they're really creeping into a lot of days. Ain't football doing that? Get these guys now. You know, before the season starts up and these breaks, it's a frenzy to try and get in these because they're trying to get those Lad McConkeys, those Terry McLaurins, those Puka Nakuas. After the fact, after they're already being like, I showed up and now, boom, I'm here. I'm solidified as one of the best wide receivers in the game today. You know, don't be kicking yourself come September, October, November. Like, it's May. Get it. Get them now. Because again, the fields are open and green to graze on. Get to grazing. Right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Makes sense?
Get your spots now, guys. Like we're Rip is saying, you don't want to just wake up here early and tune in early just to get break spots late. That doesn't make any sense. You want to get the best available things coming out of the break room. And hey, even if it's not like, look
but even then, like, again, just like taking the long view of this, like, these are, they like to call them the dog days of summer.
Right.
You kind of enter, especially after hockey and basketball playoffs are over, you kind of enter this sort of lull period where it's like, all you got is baseball. Football's starting to ramp up, but you're not there yet. So take this opportunity while these breaks are scant. I'm going to pop in there the baseball single right now. It's $52 to get into this baseball single. We have MVPs, Hall of Famers, and current superstars in this series. $52 to get in. And again, so this is not the example I should be saying because I was talking about football. But nevertheless, while the traffic is low across the board, right, Mike?
Yeah.
While the traffic is low, get in now because come, August, September, October, it's going to be hard to find a seat at the restaurant, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying is, get these spots now today because going off of Rip's point, not only are you looking at it as it's early today, but it's early for the year. So look at what happened in our last Diamond Series. If you've been around with us for a while, that Josh Allen Speed Flex eluded us. So are you guaranteed to have the very best thing or the thing that you're chasing come out early? No. But guess what? If you don't get something early, you don't have something that's trade bait for later. And if you don't have something that's trade bait for later, that when that thing that you want to comes out, you got nothing. You're sitting on nothing. What are you going to do? You're going to pay somebody for that? They don't want your money.
You hit a big helmet, but it isn't necessarily your team or player. You can still flip that if you don't want to trade it and use that money to put back into it. That's how you fund a hobby. That's how you fund a collection.
And you could look at it as early on in the day, or you can look at it as the bigger picture early on in the season, like Rip is saying. Like, this is that lull part. So don't wait till August, September, October when training camps and preseason start to ramp up
and those
again.
Spots just go pop,
because
pop,
all of a
pop,
sudden
pop,
people
pop,
are going to
pop,
be
pop,
reminded about the fact that football season started.
Yes.
And they're going to be buying in more than usual.
Yes.
So now is your opportunity.
I'll say they're buying in as usual. This is the unusual part of the year right now.
True. We're still moving quite frankly.
But while we are, like, again, lesser traffic, but you are here. If you're hearing my voice, you're here. Live in the now. Live in the moment. It's a present. It's a gift. That's why they call it a present. Yeah. I dropped in there the single for the baseball. That is only $52. And again, straight up Hall of Famers and MVPs. Still, current legends. Loaded, absolutely loaded. I also dropped in the single box for the Diamond. Both of those are 5 away, which is why I put them in there. That Diamond single, man, under $100, hitting that Peyton Manning, even though it's not a speed flex, it's an authentic. You snipe that with less than 100 bones, and say the Colts or Peyton Manning ain't your guy. Well, guess what? There's certainly a market for one of those two, and that can fund upwards. Again, I don't like to speculate on the price of things, but let's say a Josh Allen speed flex. Let's say you can get around minimum $1,500 for that, $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, if you're not a Bills fan, if you don't really care for Josh Allen that much, go ahead, flip that and use that to get into bigger breaks. That's how you can level up in this game.
Speaking of bigger breaks, Sean Schumann bought a Rep Personal. Sean, if you are out there using your SIG Club membership, SIG Club perks are huge, guys. Get in on those. So let us know if you're here. We can break that for you. Just drop us a box number at any time. We'll go ahead and get that rep done for you. That would be very cool. And guys, let us know what else we want to be moving in. We are 5 away in that Diamond single. We are 5 away in that baseball single. 6 away in the Vault single. And 7 away in the minis. We got 1 spot bought in there. So Both the jerseys and the trick play practice squad have been opened back up for you guys, as we did breaks in those earlier today. But we can continue moving here. Looks like we're getting another spot in the baseball taken up. So, guys, look out. That's 4 to go. That's going to start moving like crazy here.
Swing away, y'all. Swing away.
Yeah. Late in the count. You got to protect the plate. Get in there.
Terry McLaurin is on that Rip Speed Flex in the Diamonds. Last year, 1,096 yards. His 5th straight 1,000-yard receiving season in a row. 13 touchdowns. Almost double his previous high, which was from his rookie year of 7 touchdowns.
Wow.
You try and tell me this dude with a quarterback with already his first season under his belt isn't about to blow up for the Commanders.
Yep.
You know?
I mean, with how
poised
far
to
he
make
took 'em-
that leap. Sorry.
No. Yeah. I was just saying how far he took them this year in a rookie season. I think it all really, I mean, they were having success beforehand, but it was really all after that Bears debacle in that one game where I forget who it was on the Bears was not paying attention and mocking the crowd, saying, "Oh, we won." And next thing you know, the Hail Mary comes down the field and the Commanders catch it in the end zone and the Bears go home losers. And that started the Bears losing streak. And I think it opened up new doors and avenues for that Commanders team that was already humming, but now they were absolutely on fire.
Man, you know a team is down bad when you're taking credit for the success of other teams.
Yes. Yes.
But man, look at this. So funny and deserved. Man, look at this, though. This is Scary Terry. He's even got the Scary Terry inscription on there. Excuse me. That blacked out visor looking hard as heck. Yeah, stripes, the stars and bars in the back. Looking good, man. That Washington flat, the Washington. You get any closer on what that quote is from? We got Matsui.
No, so I was looking it up. It's not King of Staten Island? No,
Nope.
That was more recent. What was the other one in here? I had another one. It's not Bridesmaids.
He produced on that.
He did. You're talking he produced the movie, right?
No, he directed it.
Oh, directed.
Yes, he directed it.
What? Why did this say? Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
This is more so
Direct.
on me for just. There's so many more important things that I should be remembering
Wait, yeah, I
that
clicked on
aren't
director.
Judd Apatow's filmography. But here we are.
Director. See, I click on director and then it comes up with his producer.
Oh yeah, no,
credits.
don't worry. It's because IMDb is a bad website.
Right? Like what? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Director. We got Matsui, not George Carlin.
No, it's gonna be earlier.
Earlier. 30 for 30.
No, what
mean-
30 for 30 did he do?
I don't know. It says one episode. If
Click
I
on
click
it.
on that, will it tell me?
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 10,
Oh,
Doc and Daryl. Okay. All right.
I didn't know he did that.
Judd Apatow presents. Not the 40-year-old virgin.
Nope. But the next one.
Undeclared.
No. The next one after 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, Knocked Up?
yeah.
That's where it was?
Yeah.
We got Matsui.
It's Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. They're a couple in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And he sneaks away one night and she thinks he's cheating on her. And she gets there and they're doing a fantasy baseball draft. And he's wearing an Orioles hat.
Okay.
And he looks at her after she's just like confused and heartbroken and crushed. And afterwards they have an argument where he talks about going to see Spider-Man 3 by himself. And she's like, I want to go see Spider-Man 3. But yeah, he just looks up and he's like, we got Matsui. Like she has any
God.
stake in the team.
Yeah, right.
But also, Matsui in 07, I'll take him.
Wow. I didn't. I wouldn't have pegged that. But it's a star-studded cast in this one. I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's great. It was definitely like, it was post 40-year-old virgin, and he was the height of the town. He pretty much shaped comedy, even if it wasn't anyone associated with him. Everyone was doing Apatowian comedies, and yeah, everyone wanted to be a part of it. And that's where you get. I feel like that's probably where the deluge of cameos started in all these comedies, which in a way kind of killed comedy, and it wasn't the main perpetrator, but it didn't help, if you ask me. Comedy and movies, anyway. All right. Ooh, all right. We are halfway. We're halfway in our double play single box break. Halfway there, baby. I think that's an insanely good price point to potentially get I'm sorry, I didn't mention this. A licensed Nolan Ryan jersey. A licensed Nolan Ryan jersey.
Ty Percival saying that's so funny and deserved. It was Stevenson from the Chicago. Yeah, it was. It was. I tried to block that out of my memory. No, you're right. Yeah, it was deserved. I mean, when you're going to taunt before the clock hits 0, then what's going to happen?
Yeah, that is kind of tempting fate, sort of asking for it,
Do we still have Stevenson on the roster? Because I know he didn't play a whole lot towards the end. Have we released him during the offseason here? No, we still have Tyreek Stevenson. Which, okay, I'll be honest, like he made one mistake. I mean, it was a blatantly bad mistake. But he has been good for the Bears in other games. Not super high on him, or like not a whole lot to write home about. So let's hope they do make some decisions at cornerback this year. We'll see. Let me see their depth chart.
Do you have your Slack up, Mike?
Do I have my Slack up? I do. I have it on my phone. Do you need something?
No, I'm just going to Slack you something.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Bears. Yeah, there we go. Depth chart. Who is the cornerback for the Chicago Bears? Let's see if they have... Oh, yeah, it's still Tyreek Stevenson is number 1. Wow, because you either got Terrell Smith or Nahshon Wright. And who? So, there we go. All right, guys. How are we doing on this baseball single? It's halfway to go.
Excuse. Yeah, this baseball single, halfway to go. I want to take another look at this right here. Big Papi, David Ortiz, man. Hell of a slugger in his time and has just continued to stay relevant in the media. Thanks to Kenan Thompson on SNL. Jeff Bagwell, man, one of the killer bees. You had one of those real, like, scraunchy stances, got real down low, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Sean Schumann, let us know if you're in here. You want us to rip open that Sig Club personal for you, by the way, while we're just hanging out, while we have the time. No, I want to get that back up here. Thank you. Yeah, that Matsui's sweet. That Piazza with that color match ink, he matched that blue on there. That's gorgeous. And again, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, not just in the Italian American Hall of Fame, but in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
In the Hall of Fame. What else we got? Yeah, that Vlad is sick. That Ozzy's got a great signature on it. And again, St. Louis legend. Manny Machado, Chase Utley, my guy, Miguel Cabrera, man. I'll always love Miggy. Started as a Marlin, helped us get that 03 series, and went on to great things in Detroit. Good for him. Ronald Acuna Jr. MVP. We got Gibbs and Ryan. That Nolan Ryan is on a licensed jersey. That is a licensed, I'm assuming it's a Rangers jersey. jersey.
Yeah, looks like it.
Although with Nolan Ryan, man, that's a lot of jerseys he could be on.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's Rangers, but I just want to see how many teams he played for.
He was on the Seattle Mariners.
Not as many as I thought he would be. Mets, Angels, Astros,
oh yeah,
and Rangers. Yeah, Mets, Angels, Astros, and Rangers. That's it.
Oh, not Seattle. Who am I thinking of that was in Seattle? Randy Johnson. Sorry.
The big unit.
Wrong superstar pitcher.
Randy Johnson also did not pitch for 27 years.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
That's the part I was mostly trying to figure out is just, oh yeah, almost 30 years. He pitched longer than you've been alive.
That's insane.
That
is
is
a crazy
wild.
stat.
Jeez. 1969 World Series winner, twice won the ERA title, 8-time All-Star. Excuse me. Hall of Fame in 99. Yeah, just like literally one of the greatest of all time.
Casually.
Casually. All-time career records in strikeouts, hits per 9 innings. So if you wanted to, get some new stats in there, factor those in. He's still great. Shoot. Ding dang. So, all right, we are at 10:20 in the morning. 10:21, excuse me, Central Standard Time. Here in the Ultimate Autographs break room. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday morning here. Hump day, ain't no other way here. Oh, in the Ultimate Autographs break room. Let us know what you want to do, what you want to see, where you want to break, what you're chasing. What is the chase feeling today? We're 4 away in that baseball single. It is indeed. We're in the throes of baseball season. Check out our standings. Oh, look, Yankees are on top. Whoop-de-do.
Of course.
That AL East isn't as... AL East just beating up on each other? What's going on there? Yankees only 4 games above 500. The only team above 500 in the AL East. Detroit Tigers. They were flirting with the best... Well, they have the best win percentage in baseball right now. No, second best. Excuse me. The LA Dodgers have that. Even though they took an L last night.
There we go.
It's so funny. Just looking at the standings and just seeing, Chicago White Sox, Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers, Houston Astros, Athletics.
Yeah, right.
God, what an absolutely bungled situation.
It's just like the Arizona Coyotes playing out of Mullet Arena, a college university, ASU's ice, which wasn't big enough by any means to hold both NHL teams, so they had to get renovations done to the locker rooms per NHLPA rules, and then also just not big enough to pull in enough crowd in general.
Yeah.
Because they weren't pulling enough crowd when they were at Gila River, but now they were pulling in too much crowd because everything was sold out. I mean, also it was the fact that, this is a special situation. They're playing in this arena and... people wanted to swarm to see this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of, watching a Coyotes game at Mullet Arena. It's never going to happen again. It's just going to be this one season. But, at the same time, it's this is a professional league. This is a joke. And so here it is with the Athletics as well. It's this is a joke.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that the Vikings were playing at the Golden Gophers field as well.
That's true, but that was because
they're at least a D1, and they knew the stadium was on the way and everything. But
plans were in the works, and they had an accident where the dome collapsed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean that's just unfortunate circumstance. This is just in both cases, the NHL and the MLB, just really bad ownership.
Yeah,
funny
how often bad ownership just always does it. Always does it. Welcome in here this morning. Thank you for watching across all 3 of our platforms, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell. go ahead and subscribe. Don't miss a moment of the action here in the Ultimate Autographs break room. Also, stay locked. Never miss any developments, what's going on. Or, you know, if you're looking to just interact with sports chat and all that good stuff, keep it locked on our socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Find us there. Find ding-dongs like us, you know, doing little break explainers.
Yeah.
For people that haven't, you know, who this isn't old hat for. So let us know what we're looking to do this morning. What do we want to see? What do we want to try and uncover? Let's talk about it in the chat. Let's talk about it, and then let's be about it. Let's strategize. Let's get together a game plan, where we're going with these breaks. Are we looking for something a little bit more on the, less expensive end? Again, we got our practice squad, $49 for a single. Baseball, $52 for a single. We got our diamonds, 5 away in the diamond single, $96. Could land you a Josh Allen Speed Flex. Beautiful, clean Buffalo Bills classic Speed Flex right there. Could be yours, and yours alone. But yeah, absolutely. We are full 30 of 30 boxes in the diamonds, 14 total headliners. 9 of 30 boxes left in the jerseys, 4 headliners. 3 headliners left in the vault, plus vault keys B and E, which contain either a $300 or a $100 gift card. 9 boxes total in the vault. Practice squad, only 7 boxes left after that first break today. 3 headliners left. Minis, 30 boxes, 13 headliners. Ripe for the picking. College, woo, boys, talk about ripe for the picking. 10 boxes left, 7 headliners, 1 speed flex. Jonathan Taylor still out there, standout running back for the Indianapolis Colts. Top 5 in the league for sure. 7 headliners left in the college. And then baseball. There we go. Let's play 2. By that I mean getting the baseball double. We got a baseball double, I'm sure.
We do?
Yeah, $104 again, a baseball double. 30 boxes left. 20 headliners. Let's start paring them down. Let's start chasing stuff, and let's figure out what's going to get left after some breaks. You know, let's start seeing the fuller picture, so to speak. Kind of how the break is going to be running out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I hope so. Indeed, I hope so. You know, Mike, I know it's only Wednesday, but you got any weekend plans?
I have a slew of weekend plans. So Friday is up in the air, actually, as of right now, other than being here at the UA break room for the 9 and the noon show. And then Saturday, I will be at my WRMN radio show in the morning, followed by, I might be going out to brunch with some friends, followed by press accreditation at the Chicago Fire, followed by press accreditation at the Chicago White Sox. So I'll be going to 2 games. I could have done 3 games in one day. The Chicago Stars, the women's soccer team, play right before the Fire, but it's going to be too, first of all, I had this brunch planned. Second of all, it's going to be too close for me to go to. I mean, I could leave the Stars game early, but it'd be kind of rude and disrespectful to them because it's like, you know, I'm asking to cover your team.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving early to go and cover another team, which you do a lot of partnerships with. However, you know, this was just the way that things were scheduled. Yeah. So I'll just bide my chances and just go with the Fire since I'm going to be down at Wright Field for the White Sox that evening anyways.
There you go.
Sunday, I'll be back here in the break room, followed by whatever Mother's Day activities that Mom wants to do. You know?
There you go.
So how about you?
Another brunch, perhaps.
Possibly another.
Yeah.
Well, that I'll be here Sunday at both shows, so it'll be the 9 and the noon. So I won't be out till 3. So I think at that point it'd be dinner, or dinner at that point, or
I
just
still go
straight up
brunch.
dinner. Yeah, it's still brunch.
It's still brunch.
We'll go to Waffle House. There you go. That's what it is. How romantic, right?
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna take it over. You laugh, but for Valentine's Day, Waffle House has pulled out some stops before.
How nice for Mother's Day, right? You know?
I don't know. If I was a mother, I'd want to go to Waffle House personally.
All right.
Well, then again, I'm a dirtbag though.
We'll see.
So,
We'll see what mom wants to do. I'll go with that, right?
Mom, you feeling dirtbaggy today?
Yeah. How about you? You got any
how about me?
Mother's Day plans?
No Mother's Day. My mother is many miles away.
Yeah.
As is my mother-in-law, many, many miles away. So I'm, can't exactly, just zip over for a brunch or anything like that. I'm sure there will be calls made saying, hey, although today is, call for mom day.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I got a show coming up tomorrow night, buyout for a bunch of middle schoolers again. So I look forward to getting ridiculed and judged by a bunch of 12-year-olds. And then going to try and see Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll do with my mom. Maybe I'll go to the movies with her.
There you go.
We've had this conversation like 3 times now, and I do remember the last time I went to the movies was for the new Beetlejuice.
Yes.
So that would have been last year around
October,
Halloween.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting on like 7 months here, I think.
Mike, we need your help to
Maybe
save.
8.
We need you to help save movies, Mike.
I know.
We need you.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that, it's always timing.
Excuses.
It's always
The
timing.
theaters need you. The arts need you.
Have more midnight shows. I'll ruin my sleep schedule.
Oh, actually, that is something. Another thing that I'm doing. I almost forgot. Sunday, Mother's Day. I'll be going to the Music Box Theater with some friends to go for a screening of Hundreds of Beavers. Are you familiar with this movie?
No, I am not.
Apparently, it is a kooky wackadoodle live action, basically Looney Tune.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Independently made, independently distributed, and apparently it's fantastic.
Sure.
So I'm very much looking forward to that. It is, it's real kooky. Brian David Maraska here. Thunderbolts is a good movie. Villain was okay. Red Guardian saves the movie. Our guy David Harbor, what's up?
That's what I kind of going. Of course, no spoilers. I haven't seen it. Thank you for not spoiling anything. But I do
Keeping
agree
it
with
vague.
you from what I've seen from the trailers. Like I feel like it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, all I'll say is who did the Rizzler dress up as?
The Rizzler?
Yeah, are you not familiar with the Rizzler, Mike?
Yeah, I am, but I know who he is, but like. Okay. You had me scared for a second because I was like, wait, is he in this movie? Is Marvel jumping the shark here? And
No, it's from the.
he
from
was
like
at
that
some red carpet
whatever.
event,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Who did he dress up
As
as?
Red Guardian.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait, I have to look this up.
Also,
I don't remember seeing the pictures.
the tone in your voice, it spoke volumes of. Are you judging me for not knowing the Rizzler? You're the
No
one.
way.
Yeah.
No.
That exact picture there with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I saw someone say, like, I love the fact that neither of these people know who the other one is.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get one of him with the helmet on? No.
Yes, we can.
No way.
Yes, we can.
How do I zoom in? Oh my. What? That's literally Santa Claus and an elf.
He's
all
literally
wrapped
just
into
coming
one.
in. Hey, I'm the Rizzler.
That is what's the one from Rudolph from
Oh,
the miner.
yeah. Oh
Right.
God, I
I
can't
can't
remember
think of his name, but yeah, that's him. That's him. But the action figure version because it's
yes.
the same size. Holy moly! I mean, what in the world am I looking at right here? This is insane. The Rizzler as Red Guardian, bro. What? How is 2025 even real anymore? Like,
You want to talk? Everyone's bingo cards are in tatters.
Oh My God, yeah. Show the people.
I gotta show the people.
Show the people.
I got to give the people.
What is this? What are we doing
Give
here?
the people what they want.
What are
Which is
we
the
doing?
Rizzler dressed as Red Guardian in a cheap Halloween costume.
Oh my God. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, folks. Like this is what the break room's all about, you know? Oh my God.
I mean, like that's just not fair right now. Like the Rizzler got to meet Florence Pugh, and that's not fair.
Yeah,
to me.
honestly, right? Like
That's not cool. Yeah, this is the best one right here.
my gosh.
That's
There's no way he's even watched an episode of Seinfeld.
But here's the thing. He's a huge fan of New Adventures of Old Christine.
Is that
Nothing,
true?
nobody. All right. That
well,
was the thing that she did between
yeah, yeah,
Seinfeld
yeah.
and Veep that she also
Right,
won
right,
a
right.
ton of Oscars for.
Right, yeah.
And also starred Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson himself.
Yeah.
That's how they know each other. They're mutual friends with Clark Gregg.
Unbelievable. The Rizzler, bro. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so happy I got to tell you that.
Well, that actually draws
so
back to
fun
our
to me.
Riot Fest conversations. When I went to see Riot Fest this past year, Games We Play was up on stage, and they're lesser known, but like they've done a couple of things with some, you know, like being featured on stuff. So I was like, let me check them out for real, because I've heard some of their music and I like their music. And on the set, the backdrop on the digital screen was the Rizzler with like the Games We Play logo like all over it. And halfway through the set, the main singer, I don't know any names in the band, but the main singer, he was like, does anybody know who that is? That's the Rizzler. He's like, I want you guys to know that it was the best day of my life the other day because the Rizzler followed me back on social media or like on Instagram or whatever. I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, what are we doing?
This is going to be studied one day. The way that like he came up through the Costco guys, but has now since ascended the Costco guys.
Yeah, because I was always questioning, is he a Costco guy? Because
No.
there's another kid, right?
They would
It kinda looks like him.
collaborate
Okay.
on Costco things,
Okay.
such as reviewing the double chunk chocolate cookie.
They've had a lot of those, yes.
Yes, and they've collaborated in a lot of other senses. Rizzler was the timekeeper for one of their AEW matches, but I mean, it is seeming as if Rizzler is ascending beyond Costco guys
Okay.
now. Yeah,
'Cause I'm gonna be
because
honest,
Costco guys have kind of
the
like
other-
stayed in the realm of wrestling.
The
you
Costco
know?
guy kid also looks kind of like the Rizzler.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
mean,
all that Italian East Coast.
northeastern New
Yeah.
Jersey,
So
stock.
I didn't know
Yeah.
the difference between the two of them for a while.
Why would you?
Yeah,
I just think it's really funny how, like,
it's a thing.
it's a thing, but like nothing surprises me anymore. But like the approval rating for the Rizzlers is overwhelmingly high. You know,
And what does
like,
he do? He
a
does
good
the was it?
yeah.
Is it-
This? He just
And then
yeah.
does he
Does
tap
this
or like? It's
then-
it's one of these.
and then he does.
Oh
he
wait, no,
pulls
it's
this
a
little-
shush.
Yeah,
Is it-
the
yeah.
shush.
I was like, it's like
Yeah, and then
that's
he
so
brings
dumb.
these down.
I can't believe I actually just did that on camera. Like,
I hope like there is no like dark turn that the Rizzler takes. I just to where like we all
those
have
Disney
to like.
kids, you know.
Well, he's not a Disney kid. He's a social media
no, I
kid,
know,
so
I
it's
know.
probably only going to be worse.
Watch him become a Disney kid. He'll be doing the dun, 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 and then
Or well, I mean, I for this little Rizzler, I hope nothing but the best for him. I hope he grows up incredibly well adjusted, and I hope there's never any dark turn for the Rizzler. I hope he just kind of becomes a CPA or something. Like he grows up and just goes to college and eschews all this social media fame and just becomes a regular normal guy. But at the office Christmas party, every now and then, if he gets a little tipsy enough, he'll bust out the
oh my god.
you know.
Oh my god.
That's the future I envision for the Rizzler. I just kind of want him to be happy, you know?
I love
He's given so much to us.
I love
How
how
can
you
we
go-
give back to
I
the
love how you
Rizzler?
go for this little Rizzler.
Yeah, you know?
It's him, it's the other Costco dude, and then it's Baby Gronk that are all like, what are we doing? You know?
The Baby Gronk thing, that probably baffles me more than any of them.
It's their parent. The rumors have come out that it's their parents that are just, pushing all this stuff.
It always is.
I mean, the kids will maybe look back and be like, okay, like, I'm glad I got some stardom out of it. But, like, at the same time, like, can you just have a normal childhood a little bit, too?
Well, it won't be long until they're going to be, there should be regulations about this kind of stuff. Because this is also like child labor.
Child labor, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there's probably going to be another shoe to drop in that realm. Speaking of shoes to drop, don't know what I mean by that, but we'll get there. We are coming up on the 11 o'clock hour. It is 10:40 a.m. here in the Ultimate Autographs break room. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning for a little ripping and sipping. Hope you're having a nice, relaxing Wednesday morning here. It's 10:40 a.m. Central Standard Time, May 7th. Speaking of May, and we had May the 4th and everything.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Tales of the Underworld yet?
What is
the
that?
new every year on May the 4th, Disney Plus has been releasing last 3 years. 3 years ago they did the Tales of the Jedi. Last year they did Tales of the Sith, and it's like a little Clone Wars style.
Yeah. I did watch
what's the
all
word?
those.
Anthology series.
I got to go back and watch them because I remember bits and pieces of each. Both
The
Tales
Jedi
of the
ones
Jedi.
are really good. Didn't finish the Sith ones, but we got halfway through the Underworld ones last night with Asajj Ventress. Very good stuff.
Was the Count Dooku as a Jedi?
Yes.
Was that in the Jedi?
That
ones?
was in no.
Or was that in the Sith?
That may have been Sith, but either way, the Dooku one was so good.
The Ahsoka ones were in the
Ahsoka ones were in the
very
Jedi.
good.
Yeah, a Jedi was Ahsoka and Yaddle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. I gotta go back and
Yeah,
watch that.
those
Okay,
are for the sickos right there. Those are for the
You got me.
for the
You
real
caught me
heads.
red-handed.
I know. Well,
Here I am.
I can we can tell our
I
own.
forgot that the Underworld stuff was coming out. So it was.
So
just,
did I.
Was it all Asajj Ventress?
The first 3 are.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
haven't
there's
started.
another 3 that's coming out,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Well,
yeah.
they're already all out. Yeah. So
okay.
yeah. Yeah. But those first 3 are Asajj, and they're pretty good.
Did you like Acolyte? I don't know if we got a chance.
I did like Acolyte. Far from a perfect show,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of the themes I liked in there. Manny Jacinto,
thought he
Manny
did well.
Jacinto, also Manny Jacinto.
Yeah, I thought he did well.
was fantastic.
How about the fact that like a show in 2024-25 with Darth Plagueis
Yeah.
is getting canceled after 1 season, but we can have the and no knock on it because it was a good entertaining show, but that the show with the kids. What was
Oh,
that?
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew.
It was entertaining. It was
Yeah.
much lighter
Jude
fare.
Law, phenomenal actor.
very fun.
Like everything that he does. It was such a goofy show, but like that was more entertaining to people than a show with Darth Plagueis, which, yeah, I'm in the same realm as you. Like, it was far from perfect, and it had many mistakes, and it was written slowly, and in some cases written poorly, but like it was good story as to how
And
you get
can-
up to the Darth Plagueis stuff.
And you can say that about so many other shows that have gone on to get renewed for a second season.
The Walking Dead. And I love The Walking Dead. I've watched every single episode of every single spin-off and every single regular thing, but like after a while it was like and then it
Apparently-
got better. And then
Right. Well, and apparently, some numbers leaked out or whatever, and like the viewership numbers for Acolyte are among the best for all their Star Wars shows. So it wouldn't shock me if like it does have a resurgence or whatever, but it also wouldn't shock me if nobody wants to come back to that show after how
Yeah,
dirty they were
after
done.
how it was done.
And how they were just thrown under the bus as a scapegoat.
The thing is like the numbers I think aren't the only thing that you can look at these days anymore, because if you slap the Star Wars title or you slap the Walking Dead title or you slap the Marvel title on anything, like people will watch it just because
Yeah.
they've watched all the rest of it, so they might as well, like, it's that OCD thing where they got to continue to watch.
Completionist and all that stuff. Yeah.
And but then you got to look at the reviews afterwards. So
Yeah.
like there was probably a lot of people that are like, I'm watching this, but it kind of stinks, and
Well,
like I got to get through it. It's
For
like,
the cancellation, I do believe that like what was cited was like
what's the
ratings.
numbers, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Let's go ahead. We're at a quarter to 11 here.
Ooh, we have a break just now.
Oh, ding dang.
That was a great time for you to transition.
I was about to transition to a T to BR, but okay.
No, it was Sebastian Flores closing out the last 3 spots in the baseball.
All right,
Single.
Seabass. I didn't even know we were 3 spots away in that.
We were, yes. That was I had mentioned it when we were 4 spots away. I don't know if I mentioned it when we were 3.
Well,
but Sebastian just took those last 3.
it sounds as though we will play ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Now this is the don't get confused, guys. It says double play because that is the name of the series, but this is a single box break that is ready to go for you guys.
Yeah, can we pull up that Scott Stapp Florida Marlins song during this break?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
1 hit, 2 hits, swing away.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. I'm excited to crack open this new series. All 30 boxes, all 20 headliners.
If you are Bradley Brainerd, Taylor Northcutt, Eric Merzlak, Larry Rush, or Sebastian Flores, please drop me a box number or wheel request for this first baseball single. First baseball single of the day of the series. Please, Bradley, Taylor, Eric, Larry, or Sebastian, hit me with a box number 1 through 30 are all available, or a wheel request, and yeah, we can get to getting on. So please, Bradley, Taylor, Eric, Larry, or Sebastian, drop me a box number or wheel request for our first baseball single box break. I'd reference our numbers going along the ticker, but again, all 30 boxes are available. Any number from 1 to 30.
If not, we will be going to the wheel.
All right, I'm going to give it one more time for our logo to eat those numbers. Chomp, 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 chomp. And I'll go to the wheel. Unless y'all just want me to go to the wheel. And wheel time. All right. Y'all had your chance. Now it's time to dance. Give me box number 5.
That's my lucky number.
There we go, Seabass. Got the wheel anyway.
Oh no, is baseball not in here?
No, I think it's in here. Right? Is it not in here? Seriously?
Oh, it's not in here. I gotta go get it. I could have sworn it was.
Thought I saw it. Yeah, let me just do the ticker real quick. Bing, bang, bop. All right, well, we'll go ahead and randomize while Mike brings in box number 5 of the baseball. We're 6 clicks on the randomization today. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like y'all might be a little bit behind there on the feed. So in several minutes, when you hear this, feel free to speed it up. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we have it. Mike can take his time, seeing as I've got all these divisions to go through. So there we are. Up in that top spot for double plate baseball. Let's straighten this out a little bit. Yeah, that's, you don't need those order numbers. There you go. Pardon me. Here we go. Larry Rush in the Texas Rangers, Cincinnati Reds, New York Mets spot. Sebastian Flores, St. Louis Cardinals, and the Miami Marlins. Taylor Northcutt, LA Angels, and the Atlanta Braves. Bradley Brainerd, the Evil Empire, New York Yankees, and the Houston Astros. Boy, 2 of the most liked franchises in all of baseball history. Sebastian Flores, also with all of the Detroit Tigers, LA Dodgers, Seattle Mariners, Cleveland Guardians, Chicago White Sox, and Pittsburgh Pirates. Not too shabby to be in a spot there. There's Seabass. Bradley Brainerd, also with San Diego Padres and the Boston Red Sox, and Eric Merzlak rounding us out with the Philadelphia Phillies and Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee. Hey, best of luck, everybody. Box 5 of the Double Play Baseball Series Single Break. Let's go. Hee hee. Alrighty. Well, we're starting off quite hot right here on the St. Louis Cardinals Whites. I know it's hard to open some Cardinals, but it's okay when they're a Hall of Famer. Bob Gibson. You got the JSA cert here. Bob Gibson on the Cardinals laundry right there. That's a great signature. That St. Louis Cardinals. Sebastian Flores, in spirit, the box caller and closer magic right there. That's what that is. Bob Gibson. Let me freshen myself up on some Robert Gibson. Not Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express, but Bob Gibson of baseball. Well, like I said, Hall of Famer, MVP, Doy. 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 2-time World Series winner, 2-time World Series MVP winner. Gee, that's not too shabby. The 2 times you've won a World Series, you were the best player of that series. ERA title, 9-time Gold Glover, 9-time All-Star. Bob Gibson, man. Hoot. Gibby. Congratulations there. Here's the front. Here you go. St. Louis. You can find me in St. Louis, where the rang all day. Oh yeah, way to go. That's 3 for 3 on headliners so far today. Yeah. Not that anyone's counting, but you should be.
You know the folks are counting.
I know y'all got your little spreadsheets. And you keeping your sabermetrics on us. That was great right there. Well done hitting Gibby. Make sure we keep this cert with the, there you go. What up, clapping cheeks? Welcome in. Good morning to you. There, JJ. I'll go ahead and clap these hands for that Bob Gibson jersey that we just hit. We still have, jersey-wise, in the baseball, we still have the Miguel Cabrera, last Triple Crown winner there's been. We still have, jersey-wise, Ronald Acuna Jr., former NL MVP. And you say he's the only member of the 45-45 club? Or one of?
I think one of.
One of. Yeah, because Shohei, right? Yeah.
Well, Shohei's in the 50.
50-50.
The lone person in the 50-50
Yeah.
club. But I don't know. No, there are some other people in the 45-45 club.
Okay. Well, still, not many.
Not many.
And
I think there's only 5 others.
on a licensed jersey, Nolan Ryan. Look, don't hold it against him that he has 2 first names. It's the Ryan Express, okay? So, and that's on a licensed jersey, that Nolan Ryan. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. Bob Gibby. Sweet. All right. Well, the K King. There you go, Common. Need to get that nickname up on his baseball reference. That's the difference we need to make in the world. So here we are It is 10:54 in the morning. We got our minis as our chase wheel spin. No one has touched the minis, so it's not looking like we're going to have a chase wheel spin unless a miracle happens here this morning. And that could be you, the miracle. Who will be the miracle in our break room today? Yeah, so look, y'all blindsided me yesterday with a break within the last 10 minutes of the show. Y'all basically did the same thing to me today. It was a little closer, kind of knew it could happen. But yeah, unless something starts making some movement, I'll say this right now. If another baseball break starts to move, we start to see maybe 3 spots sold. By the time it's 11 o'clock, we'll hang around maybe a little bit more, see what we can do. But that is our cutoff. We will be off the air by 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless we're rocking and rolling. If y'all are buying spots, we see those spots start to tick down in different breaks, then we will straight up acquiesce to y'all. We will stay on the air until as late as quarter to noon. We'll do it. Shoe Dog, there you are. We did not open your rep, but we absolutely can if you like. We saw it come in, so we can do that as well. Let us know, man. Let us know. Drop us a number. Congrats on that SIG Club rep, by the way. Yeah, go ahead and drop us a number. Is this? Okay. Thought that was cut off a little bit there. It is not. So, yeah, well, all right. Go ahead and, Shoe Dog, the suspense is killing me. You got me waiting in anticipation. Wheel for the rep. All right. To the wheel of 35. And we're going to spin it to win it. 17. Let me check. Should have it. We do. 17.
I'll be right back.
All right. Mike's going to go grab that. And while Mike grabs that box number 17 in the Rep Personal Series, let's just do one little rundown. If this doesn't entice you to buy into breaks now, this will give you a little preview of what they're going to be working with in the noon shows and on. So in the diamonds, we got this frosted mug, two-tone chrome Ladd McConkey with that signature on that Speed Flex sweet spot and the color matching visor, baby. One of the up-and-coming wide receivers. Again, like I said earlier in the show, lower traffic these days. That just means more opportunity for you to get these guys that are destined, bound to pop off this upcoming season. Look, we're in those lull days of football. But come September, come August, come October, come November, Ladd McConkey, Puka Nacua, Terry McLaurin, these are going to be the guys everyone's buying all the spots into to try and get. So you can get them easily now, or you could be fighting for break spots in a few months. Your choice. The choice is yours and yours alone. Like I said, Scary Terry right here, also on the Rip Speed Flex. Simply beautiful. Those are all in the diamonds. Diamonds wide open, 30 boxes, all headliners available. Say less, Rep. Okay, I will. Here we go. We got your rep here, Shoe Dog. Let me go ahead and open that for you. Good luck. Still on that board, we have Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Antonio Gates, Patrick Willis, Ricky Williams, Jameson Williams, Kyron Williams, the Williams brothers, Jaden Carter, and Frank Gore. So that's who we're looking for. Pardon me. Scores a personal. Gratis, our signature club. Earning points for every... You know this is a favorite of mine, baby. Dual signature,
Oh, I know what's coming.
unlisted, not even on the board. Do we have? Let me do the cert first. And as if it can't get any better. Here's our certification on old Jimmy Spence. It's on a rave.
I knew it.
Dual signed the Duper brothers. Mark Duper ain't even signed Mark. He just said Super Duper. That's the business right there, Shoe Dog. The Marx brothers.
Very nice.
We got Harpo, Checo, Zeppo, Groucho, Marco. And oh my God, what the heck? The other Marco.
Yeah.
Because they're both Mark. Dupero, Claytono. Oh man, these were the guys. While Dan Marino was just smashing all of those records in his time, this is who were the beneficiaries, the benefit of all of on the other end of all of that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cert in here with the names.
Right, yeah.
Shoe Dog, heck of a hit. Not even a headliner, but get that Dolphins rave, which, look at me, I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm going to stare at this forever. It's gorgeous. And on top of that, man, getting some value on the ink there as well. With the way it stands out on that white ink as well. Looking good. Great job, Shoe Dog. Hot dang. I'm jealous.
Very nice hit indeed.
And you hit that just for doing what you already do here anyway.
Yeah.
Buying into breaks, accumulating points in our signature club. So if you haven't checked out your signature club status so far, do check that out. Earn points. You get free points just for logging in every day. You get like 10 free points.
Yeah. Following us on social media.
25 points for every dollar you spend. Come on. That stuff accumulates pretty quickly.
Love to see that. You've got a button loose over here on this side, though, on one of the straps. You might want to button that up.
You don't want the safety on this rep
Yeah.
to be compromised.
Right, yeah. There you go. Very nice hits. Very nice indeed. Hi, guys. So we are just past the 11 o'clock hour here. Looks like as far as things that we are close in, we still have 6 spots in the single vault, 5 spots in the single diamond, and 7 spots in the minis. Minis are also our chase wheel spin, as Rip was saying. So if we can get a break in there, we'll also get a gift card giveaway. So it's up to you guys. What do we like? What are we seeing?
Yeah, here's the thing, Mike. I'm pretty strict when it comes to the break room here.
Yeah.
I like to keep it tight.
Yeah.
I like to play by the rules. I like to keep my word. Like I said, if there were at least 3 spots sold in any of the baseball breaks by 11, we'll keep it rocking and rolling. Doesn't seem to be the case. As it were. I guess, a certified Hall of Famer legend just wasn't enough to keep them coming.
I guess not.
Brad Brainerd missed the baseball break. What was pulled?
That would
My
be
good friend, that was a Bob Gibson autographed jersey headliner off the board. Bob Gibson. I went to Sebastian Flores. And there you have it. There you go. So, cool. All right. Well, yeah, it looks as though we don't have any more movement. No one wants to play anymore this morning.
Yeah.
You must wait until that old ball of fire in the sky is up at its highest point, a.k.a. noon. Am I right? Am I right? But also at the same time, it's not a well-populated table, but I like it. Wouldn't you say there, Mike, that this is a rip table if you've ever seen one?
Oh yeah, that's
Right?
for sure. Yeah, Dolphins and Ravens. I mean, that's you pulled
Yeah.
your teams. What can I say?
I don't want to hug them.
Unfortunately, you pulled Boston when it was Bob Gibson, but
I pulled what?
Sorry, St. Louis Cardinals. Wrong red. Wrong red dominant team. But
Yeah, well,
I was still thinking out east.
Ah, sure.
But yeah, not Orioles. That's for sure. Wrong bird. Wrong bird. That's what it is.
Wrong bird. You're
Wrong
right.
bird. But right for Sebastian Flores, and it's been a great show.
Wrong bird or songbird?
Bird.
That's my game show coming to Fox after The Floor. Have you watched The Floor? Do you know what The Floor is?
I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've
It's
seen
a
any of it.
literally nothing game show. I'm going to tell you nothing about it. Just pull up a clip and you're just going to be like, this is it? This is the
Okay.
show? That's it? You're just naming things? That's it? They show you a
Gotcha.
picture and you just say what's on the picture? What? Rob Lowe hosts this? What? Anyway. Hey, we got a lot of great stuff coming up all day. Just looky here. Let me just run down this one more time. Again, there's so many double up opportunities. My head's about to burst right here. So many great stuff. Again, all these are available in the diamonds. The McLaurin Rip Speed Flex, Peyton Manning on the Salute to Service 3.0. Rob Gronkowski still trying to get a USAA membership on the Salute to Service. Micah Parsons on the Dallas. Aiden Hutchinson on the Honolulu Blue Speed Flex. Justin Jefferson on the Satin Purple Vikings. Josh Allen on the Speed Flex. Marshall Falk, Salute to Service Authentic. Lad McConkey, Frosty, Chrome, Two-Tone. Lawrence Taylor on the Era Specific Giants Authentic Lid, as well as Sterling Sharp, James Harrison, Jim Kelly, Brian Thomas Jr. Baseball. All this except the Bob Gibson jersey is still out there. That licensed Nolan Ryan, Ronald Acuna Jr., Miguel Cabrera, David Ortiz, Jeff Bagwell, Steve Carlton, Fisk. Well, again, legends, luminaries of the game, Hall of Famers, MVPs, you name it. We got it in here. Ozzie Smith, Hideki Matsui. We got Matsui. Jose Ramirez, Chase, Mr. Utley, Mike Piazza. Let's go for a stroll along the piazza. Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Manny Machado to go along with Raleigh Fingers, Paul Goldschmidt, Chaz Chisholm. Wow, that was a misspeak. Pete Rose and Julio Rodriguez. In the college, 7 headliners, 10 boxes. That's 70%. I can't do good math, but I can do that math. We got CeeDee Lamb on the Boomer Sooner. We got JT, no other T, Jonathan Taylor, not Thomas, here on the Rip Speed Flex, Colts, Badgers, Color Match Inc. Beautiful, beautiful right there. As well as the Steve Smith Sr. on that huge, beautiful Utah Utes signature right there. As well as Brian Thomas Jr. No, we don't. Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, Warren Moon. In the vault. Puka, is it warm in here?
A little bit,
It's a
yeah.
little warm.
It is. Usually it's very cold in here.
I know. Puka Nakua on the Rave Rep. Lawrence Taylor on the Camo Authentic. And Phil Simms, Giant legend Phil Simms, in the unphotoed Trick Play practice squad. We have here, we hit that Ray Lewis earlier. We still have the Mike Evans Flash and the Bo Jackson license jersey. And getting towards the end here, jerseys. We still have Butkus, still have Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham, and Drew Bledsoe's unphotoed. And lastly, in the minis, they're all there. All 30 boxes are there. Bunch of double up opportunities. Every mini break is a double break. So you can easily go home with the Devontae Smith, AJ Brown wide receiver tandem. You can easily go home with the Ray Lewis, Troy Polamalu defensive stalwarts of the AFC North. You can most certainly go home with, who else here? We got NFC West, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon combo there. As well as we also have Frank Gore, Aaron Jones, and Patrick Willis, all secondary headliners. So that's it. That's our last T to B RD for me. Headed back up here. Gonna just go ahead and thank everyone for watching first and foremost. Hot diggity dang. Hey, Mike, what's our hit of the show?
Our hit of the show has got to be this Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
I love the Screaming Raven coming at you. The purple and the gold is such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That Mark Duper the Duper brothers is very close, and it's a rave. So
it's a rave.
I love that.
It's all the rave.
Yeah.
I love it. Sorry,
Don't forget the Bob Gibson.
Sean Schumann, I'm not going to, but I want to kiss it. That's not true. That'd be weird. That's weird to joke about, Rip. Don't do that. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out and watching, playing in the breaks this morning here on a Wednesday morning, halfway through that old, mean, nasty work week here in May. Any final thoughts there, Mike?
Nope, that's it, guys. Get your spots now before the noon show starts so that you're not competing for them.
Heck yeah, pre-fill them.
But also, thank you again for tuning in. Thanks for the great conversation we had back and forth all morning. Appreciate you guys jumping in the chat and making this a great UA community.
Thank you in the chat and watching across Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell. Just tap that bell. And you won't miss a single bit of the action here in the break room. Thanks to the Ultimate Autograph staff here, best staff in the business, best co-host producer in the business right here, Mike Napolitano. Thank you again for everything you do, and that great combo as well we talked about. Always good for a few laughs here in the morning with Mike and Rip. So that's gonna do it for us. Keep it locked here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Friday nights, midnight. Midnight. Hot dang. We doing the dang thing here